Amazing. So let's start lying down. So get yourself nice and comfy on the back of the body. So that might mean you have your legs long. It might mean you have feet on the floor, knees to the sky. It might mean you want to have soles of the feet together and open your knees out nice and wide here. You could either have those arms opening out to the side, palms up, or you could connect your hands to your body. So starting to ground yourself down. So take a moment, just get yourself nice and settled on your mat. Let your eyes either soften, maybe just focusing on one spot on the ceiling, or allow your eyes to close completely if that feels safe, if that feels comfortable for you today. And just start to drop down into your body. Start to drop into your breath. So we allow some nice long inhales. We breathe all the way down into the lowest part of the belly, filling up the rib cage, filling up the chest. And then as you exhale, releasing chest, rib cage, belly. So give yourself a couple of moments here just to land on your mat, just to arrive in this space. And as you breathe, as you drop into your body, notice how it's feeling. Notice the sensations that are rising up. Notice if there are certain areas of the body that feel a little tighter today, that could use a little bit of extra care today. Notice the areas that already feel soft, that feel like they can melt open quite naturally, quite easily. And as we tap inwards, we might notice that thoughts try and pop into the mind, distracting us, drawing our attention away from us. Notice those thoughts, observe them, and then see if you can just gently let them pass through, returning to the breath, returning to the body. And you get this idea of how you are feeling today, what's happening in the body, how the breath feels, how the mind feels. We use that information to set any intentions for our practice today. So what are we drawing in? What are we attracting in? What is our purpose here? Just take a moment to let whatever it is land in the mind's eye. When you have your intention, let's draw it inwards. Let's take a long, full in-breath. And then as you exhale, release. Letting it go, letting it release. As it softens from your body and your mind, start to bring your awareness back to the moment, back to the breath. Breathing in a little bit more energy through your body, we start to invite just subtle movements to fingers, to toes. When you feel ready, you can start to lengthen the legs out, reach the arms overhead and take a full body stretch here, just expanding all the way out. Inhale. And as you exhale, draw your knees to your chest, give yourself a squeeze, and then just gently rock from side to side. So just allowing that lower back to release. Let's pause in center and bring one hand to each knee. Inhale, circling the knees open, nice and wide. Exhale, circle them round into center. Inhale, circle them open. Exhaling to center. Good. One more in this direction. And then changing it over. So inhale the opposite way. Exhale, round to center. Let's do it a couple of times. Just getting into that hip space, creating some mobility. One more. And then drawing the legs back to center. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Oh, my dog's joining in. Let's keep our right knee drawing in and start to extend that left leg along our mat. Good. Squeezing that right knee in, just slightly round the side of the rib cage into the shoulder. And then with every exhale, try and squeeze that knee in a little closer. Let's do this about 3 times. One more. Good. Inhale, we're going to flex into that right foot. Exhale, we're going to keep a bend in the knee and start to lift the foot to the sky. Find your half happy baby. Now we could start to grab around the back of the thigh, maybe above the ankle, the big toe, or the outer blade of the foot. Try and sink that knee down. And then you might like to bring your left hand to the left hip. Just make sure it stays grounded. We're going to take 3 breaths here. One more. Good. Inhale to release. Exhale, hug the knee back to the chest. Start to place your left foot on the floor. Flex the right foot, cross the ankle on top of the knee. Now we might stay here, just gently pressing that right thigh away or drawing the legs in. Start to interlace fingers behind this left leg, the thigh, the shin, whatever feels more comfortable. Bringing the hips into center, try and just gently nudge that right knee away. Relax through the shoulders, relax through your face. Let's take 5 breaths here. Two more. Good. Inhale, releasing the hands. Exhale, slide this right thigh all the way over. Start to bump your left hip more towards the middle of the mat and use your left hand to guide the knees over to that left side. Right arm can open out at shoulder height, palm up. Let your shoulder blades sink towards the floor here. Let your breath travel from your chest down into your belly. We're taking 5 breaths again. Two more. Inhaling. And then exhaling, drawing the legs back to center. Reset the hips, unravel. Hug your knees in, give yourself a squeeze. And just gently roll from side to side. Just noticing how that feels. Let's pause in center. Keep that left knee drawing in and extend your right leg along your mat. Right foot flexed and active. And again, we squeeze that left knee and just slightly round the side of the rib cage to the shoulder. Then every exhale, squeeze the knee in a bit closer. We're going to do this about 3 times. One more. Good. We're going to inhale, flex that left foot. Exhale, start to lift the foot to the sky. Keep a bend in the knee. We could grab back of thigh, above the ankle, big toe, or the outer blade of the foot. Let that knee sink down. Try and keep both hips level. So maybe right hand to right hip. Just try and draw it back down. Take 3 breaths here. One more. Good. Inhaling to release. Exhale, hug that knee back in. Start to bend into the right leg. Place the foot to the floor. Flex the left foot and cross ankle on top of that thigh. Again, maybe stay here, gently pressing the left thigh away, or we lift the legs up, interlace fingers behind the right leg, behind the thigh, behind the shin, whatever feels best. Hips in center, nudging the left knee away. Relax here. Find softness in this space. 5 more breaths. Two more. Good. Inhale to release. Exhale, start to slide that left thigh all the way over. Bumping the right hip now to center. Guide the legs to the right side. Left arm can open out at shoulder height. Let the shoulder blades sink to the floor. Let that breath flow down into that belly. 5 more breaths. Two more. Good. Inhaling. Exhaling to draw the legs to center. Reset. Unravel. Hug your knees to your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Little rock from side to side. Bring the hands to the backs of the thighs and start to rock and roll up and down the length of the spine. This doesn't feel good for you, just roll off to the side, meet us on the sitting bones. Otherwise, a couple of little rocks, maybe just one more. Next time we lift up, we find Navasana. So shins about parallel to the earth. Roll your shoulder blades down the back, lift the chest. Hands might stay behind the thighs for support, or we extend our arms forwards. Legs could stay bent. We might see if we can extend those legs. Good. Shaking is always encouraged. 3 more breaths. Good. For 2. 1 more breath. Good. Inhaling. Exhale to release. Rolling over. Make your way into a tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread your fingers nice and wide and find softness in your elbows. Let's inhale, start to drop the belly. Lift the chest of the tailbone. And then exhale, round through your spine. Press the earth away, draw the belly in. Inhale, we drop the belly. Let the shoulder blades roll down the back. Exhale to round, press away, squeeze everything in. Good, let's do that one more time. Inhale, opening up. Exhaling to round. Nice. Inhale into a neutral spine. Hands walk slightly further forwards. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Start to sweep the hips up and back, finding your first downward facing dog. Now, as you arrive, you might want to have a little pedal out. Bend one leg, bend the other. Take a moment here. Just start to get into those hamstrings. Shake out through the hips. As we start to really press into those palms, so create that lovely extension through your spine. You might play around with having a bend in your knees here, seeing if that helps to lift those hips any higher. And breathing, stay connected to that breath. Let's take about 1 more here. Good. We're going to inhale. Reach the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee and open into your hips. Split your dog. Inhale, we lift that knee up high. Exhale, we're going to land the foot to the outside of the right hand. Lizard lunge. Drop your back knee down and tuck your toes. We're going to sink kind of forwards and down into this space. You can either stay on your palms. You might come down onto your forearms here. You might roll to the outer blade of that front foot. We're going to take 2 breaths like this. One more. Good. Inhale. Exhale, coming back up onto your hands. Inhale, tuck the back toes, lift the knees. Exhale, sweep the right leg high, three-legged dog. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Drop your back knee down and tuck your toes. So we're going to inhale, sink the hips back, extend through the front leg, flex the foot. Exhale, rebend into that front knee, lift the chest. I'm going to do it a couple of times. Inhale, sink back, flex the foot. Exhale, come forward, lift the heart space. One more time, inhaling and exhaling. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up. Let's find our low lunge. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Little squeeze of the thighs, little drop of that tailbone. Inhale. As you exhale, hands to the front thigh. Inhale, lift your chest, and as you exhale, sink forwards and down into the space. Press your back shin into the earth and squeeze the glutes. Good, 2 more breaths. One more. Nice, easing out. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up, open into a twist. Inhale, we expand. Exhale, right hand frames the front foot. Inhale, tuck the back toes, lift the knee. Exhale, step back into a plank. Kick your heels away and find length through your spine. Inhale, drop the knees and tuck the toes. Exhale, elbow squeeze in, lower to the belly. Inhale, peeling up into baby cobra, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, lower, press back, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Good. Arriving with that steady inhale, steady exhale. One more. Inhale, let's start to reach the left leg to the sky. Exhale to bend the knee and open into the hips. Inhale, we lift that knee higher. Exhale, landing the foot to the outside of the left hand. Drop that back knee down and tuck those toes. So we're sinking forwards and down into this space. We could stay on those palms. We could come onto forearms. We could stay on the foot. We could roll to the outer edge of it. Find length through your spine here. Good. Let's take 2 more breaths. One more. Inhaling. Exhale, coming back onto those palms. Inhale, tuck the back toes and lift the knee. Exhale, let's sweep that left leg high, three-legged dog. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Drop your back knee down and tuck those toes. So we're going to inhale, extend through the front leg, flex the foot. And then exhale, sink forwards, but lift the heart space. Couple of times. Inhale, sink back, flex the foot. Exhale, come forwards, lift the chest. One more, inhaling and exhaling. It's inhale, sweep the arms up into our low lunge. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Little squeeze of the thighs, little drop of that tailbone. Inhaling and then exhaling, hands to the front thigh. Inhale, lift your chest, and then exhale, sink forwards, really pressing the hands into the thigh. Press your back leg into the floor and squeeze the bum, squeeze those glutes. 2 more breaths. One more. Good. Inhale, easing out. Exhale, arms to the sky. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Let's peel that left arm up. Inhale, expanding. Exhaling, hand down, frame that left foot. Inhale, tuck the back toes, lift the knee. Exhale, step into your plank. Press the heels away, find length through your spine. So again, we might drop the knees down, or this time we might inhale, shift forwards. Exhale, lower chaturanga. So elbows squeeze in, lower about halfway. Flip to the tops of the feet. Inhale into cobra or upward facing. Exhale, we meet. Downward facing dog. Good. Breathing in when we arrive. Breathing out. One more breath. Let's inhale, soften the knees, lift the gaze. Exhale, walk your way nice and gently towards the top of your mat. Inhale into a flat back, hands to shins, lengthen the spine forwards. Exhale, soften the knees, forward fold. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, lengthen forwards. Exhale to soften and fold. Inhale, the knees stay soft. Exhale, we roll up through the spine. Come up nice and gently, nice and slowly. Eventually, shoulders, head up last. Inhale, reaching the arms to the sky. And then exhale, hands into prayer at the heart. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, soften the knees, forward fold, lengthen all the way down. Inhale into a flat back. Exhaling, palms down, right foot, left foot back to your plank. Inhale, we set up. Exhale, our flow of choice, whether that's with the knees down or lifted. Inhale into our back bend of choice. And then exhale, we meet downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. One more breath here. Inhale, soften your knees, lift your gaze. Exhale, walk or step to the top of your mat. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky, lift up tall. Exhale, hands into prayer at the heart. Good, keep going. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, melt all the way down. Inhaling into your flat back. Exhaling, hands down, left foot, right foot back to your plank. Inhale, we set up. Exhale, your flow of choice. Inhale into our back bend. Exhale, we meet. Downward facing dog. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more breath. When you're ready, drop to your knees, sink into a child's pose. Let the hips release to the heels. Let the forehead drop to the floor. Let the shoulders relax. Come back to your breath. Come back to your body. Slow everything back down. Three more breaths here. One more. Inhale, grounding into the palms. And then exhale, returning into our tabletop. Inhale to drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. And then exhale to round into your spine. Inhaling into a flat back. Exhale, finding downward facing dog. Good. Breathing in when you get there. And breathing out. Let's inhale, reach the right leg to the sky. Exhale to bend the knee and open into the hips. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. So we're staying lifted off the back leg here. We might want to come up onto our fingertips or even higher. We're going to inhale, extend through the front leg. Exhale, rebend, lift the chest. Inhale, extend through the front leg. Maybe flex the foot to the sky. Exhale to rebend. One more time, inhaling and exhaling. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up into our crescent lunge. Exhale, drop the shoulders, sink into this space. Little squeeze of the thighs, a little drop of that tailbone. Good. Take a couple of breaths here. One more. Good. We're going to inhale. Exhale, bring our hands into prayer at the heart. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, left elbow hooks to the outside of the right thigh. Press into your palms, open out through the chest. Try and kick the back heel away as you find length through your spine. 2 breaths here. One more. Inhale. Exhale, deep rotate. Reach those arms back high. Crescent lunge. Inhaling. Exhale, we're dropping the back foot down, but we're going to point the toes to the back corner of the mat. Sink into Skandasana. So we're bending into that back leg. The heel might be down. It might lift up. It's totally up to you. You might want to keep the right toes down. You might want to flex the foot to the sky. Hands might come down for some support, or we keep them lifted. Good. 3 more breaths. Lift your chest. 1 more. Yeah, nice. Inhale, palms to the earth. Exhale, press. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. Turn the toes with you. Step back into your plank, your flow of choice, meeting downward facing dog. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. 1 more breath here. Inhale to reach the left leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee and open into the hips. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Stay lifted off that back knee again. We're going to inhale, extend through the front leg. Exhale, rebend, lift the chest. Inhale, extend through the front leg, maybe flex the foot to the sky. Exhale, rebend, lift the chest. 1 more time, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, reach the arms up into our crescent lunge. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Little squeeze of the thighs, dropping into that tailbone. Good, take a couple of breaths. 1 more. Inhaling. Exhale, hands into prayer at the heart. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, right elbow hooks to the outside of the left thigh. Press into the palms as we open out. Again, find that strength through the back leg. Find that length through the crown. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Inhaling. Exhale, derotate arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, back foot down, but point the toes to the back corner. Bend into the back leg, sink into Skandasana. Heel might lift up. We might want to pivot the left toes up. Hands might want to come down. So many variations. Let's see if we can find length through our spine. Yeah, looking good. Let's take 2 more breaths. 1 more. Good. Hands to the earth. Inhale. Exhale, walk your way to the top of the mat. Turn the toes with you. Step back. Plank. Your flow of choice. Meeting downward facing dog. Arriving with a lovely inhale. Lovely exhale. When you're ready, drop to your knees. Sink into that child's pose. Take a moment, resting, pausing, connecting to that breath. Just coming down into the body. Notice how you're feeling. Notice the sensations emerging. Notice where your mind is. Is it present? Is it elsewhere? Can we draw it back? Three more breaths. One more. Inhale, pressing into the palms. Exhale, coming into your tabletop. Inhale to drop your belly, lift the chest at the tailbone. Exhale, rounding into your spine. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's inhale, reach the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hips. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, dropping the back foot down, opening up into warrior two. Exhale, settling into this space. So we bend into that front knee and we feel our thighs wrapping outwards. Little drop of that tailbone, pressing the back foot down into the floor. Good, reaching through those fingertips. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Let's inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Reaching up and behind us. That back arm could slide down the back leg, just as long as we're not collapsing our weight into it. We're using our sort of core, those obliques, that side waist to keep us extended. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Good. Inhaling. Exhale, return back. Warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Sweep that top arm across the ear. Open up through your chest, grounding down through that back foot. Nice. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, start to extend through the front leg. Drop the right hand down. Reach that left arm to the sky. Open through the chest. Start to engage your glutes and press your hips forward here. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Good. Inhale, bring your top hand to your top hip. Exhale, bring your gaze towards the floor. We're going to find half moon pose. So a little bend of the front knee. You might need to sort of shuffle the back leg in. Left hand comes out, right hand comes out in front. We ground down through the right foot and we float up off that left leg. We keep that back leg active. Maybe we start to reach the top arm to the sky. Good. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Inhale, and then exhale, taking a big step back, landing into your warrior two. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, windmill those hands down. Frame the front foot. Inhale, back heel lifts. Exhale, ground down through the left hand, right arm to the sky. Open into this twist. So we're coming into our side plank. We have the option of dropping the bottom knee down, pivoting the left foot out to the side, and then sending that right leg back. We come into a variation. We have the second option of dropping to the outer blade of that back foot, stepping that right leg back, squeeze those hips up. 2 more breaths, wherever we are. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, hand and foot into your plank, your flow of choice. Meeting downward facing dog. Good. Arriving with a steady breath in, steady breath out. 1 more here. When you are ready, inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee and open into the hip. Inhale, we lift that knee higher. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the foot between the hands. Stay lift. No, back heel drops down. Don't stay lifted. And then we inhale, open out into our warrior two. And exhale, sink into the space. You can adjust your feet as much as you need to. Front heel kind of roughly in line with the middle of the back foot. Back toes turning in. We sink into the front knee. We press the knee out to the side. So we feel that activation through the thigh and the glutes. Tailbone drops, extending through our fingertips. Let's take another 2 breaths. 1 more. Inhale, we flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Reaching this top arm up and over. Back arm sliding down the back leg. We keep light. We find that lovely core activation here. 2 breaths. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, return, warrior 2. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Reach the top arm across the ear. Open through your chest and try and press the back foot into the floor. 2 breaths. 1 more. Good. Inhale. Exhale, extend through the front leg, dropping that left arm down. Reach the right arm high. Open through the chest. Keep your legs nice and firm. So press those feet into the floor. 2 breaths here. 1 more. Good. Inhale. Exhale, top arm to top hip. We're finding our half moon pose. So we bring the gaze to the floor, little bend into the front leg, maybe bump that back leg in, and then the left hand comes out in front of us, grounding through the left foot. We float up off that back leg. Lifted leg nice and active. It's okay if we wobble. Maybe we float the right arm to the sky. Nice. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Inhale, and then exhale, we take a nice big step back, landing in warrior 2. Good. Inhaling. Exhale, windmill the hands down, frame the front foot. Inhale, back heel lifts. Exhale, ground through the right hand. We peel that left arm out, open into our twist. And again, we're going to find our side plank. So either drop the knee down, sending that foot back, or roll to the outer blade of the back foot, sending that left leg back. Squeeze those hips up. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Good. Inhaling. Exhale, hand and foot down. Find your plank, your flow of choice. Meet downward facing dog. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. When you're ready, sink to your knees. Child's pose. Finding these little pockets of rest between the movement, just to recenter, just to ground back down, just to keep checking in. How's the body? How's the breath? How's the mind? Let's take 3 more breaths here. Good. Inhale, root through your palms. Exhale, come back into your tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly, lift chest to tailbone. Exhale, round into your spine. Inhale into your flat back. Exhale, finding downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, starting to reach the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee and open the hips. Inhale, let's draw the leg forward. Exhale, we're landing into pigeon pose. So the shin comes across the mat. Knee aims behind this right wrist, ankle over to the left side. You're going to scoot the left leg back as far as it will go. Untuck your toes. Walk your hands in for a little moment and start to lift your chest. Squeeze your thighs towards each other. It's just going to help to square off that lower back. We inhale, find a little bit of length. And then exhale, we might start to walk forwards with those hands, maybe coming onto forearms, maybe making little fists, dropping the forehead down. Wherever we are, just tap into your body. We are trying to find softness. We are trying to let go. So seeing if you can really release into that right hip space, while also relaxing around the belly. Check in with the foot, the toes. What about into the torso, up in the chest, around the shoulders? Could you relax through your arms, the hands? What about the neck, the jaw? Can you soften all through your face here? And continue to stay connected to your breath. We're going to take 5 more. Two more. And then inhale, start to lift the head and the chest. Exhale to walk the hands in, lift the torso all the way up. So we're going to scoot over onto this right hip. You might want to just move this knee so it's more towards the middle of your mat. Sweeping the left leg all the way up and over, landing the foot to the outside of this right thigh. If this doesn't feel comfortable with the bottom leg bent, you're welcome to always extend the leg out. So it's really up to you and what feels good. We ground through our sitting bones. We inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, spiral it behind us, land the hand to the earth. Inhale, right arm up, and then exhale, either hug that knee in or draw the elbow across. Inhale, we find length. Exhale, rotating into our twist. Every inhale, see if you can just grow the spine a bit taller. Every exhale, maybe you can move into that twist a bit deeper. Take 3 more breaths here. One more. Inhale, bring the gaze to center. Exhale, de-rotate. Take a little counter twist over to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, coming back to center. If that bottom leg is long, just rebend it. We're going to start to sweep the left leg behind us. Ground through the hands. Step back to our plank. Your choice whether you want to flow or just go straight into downward facing dog. Arriving with that lovely inhale and that lovely exhale. Inhale, let's reach the left leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, draw the leg forward. Exhale, landing into our pigeon. So again, shin across the mat. Knee aims over to that left side. Scoot the right leg back as far as it will go. Untuck your toes. Walk your hands in, lift your chest. And then start to squeeze your thighs towards each other. Square those hips off. Inhale, we find that length. And then exhale, we can start to maybe walk forwards, drop to forearms, maybe make little fists and drop the forehead down. Maybe melting all the way down. It can feel quite different side to side here. So honoring where you are today on this side. Breathing into those spaces. Can we find softness? Can we release? Can we let go around the hip area? While also softening the belly and the lower back. Check in with your toes, that back leg. Check through your torso, moving all the way into the chest. Let the shoulders relax, down the arms, all the way to the fingers. Releasing through the neck, relax your jaw, and checking in with the rest of the face. Let's release here. Taking 5 more breaths. Last two. Inhale, lift the head and the chest. Exhale to walk the hands in, lift the torso. So we're going to scoot over onto this left hip. We might need to move the knee a little bit more to center. Sweep the right leg round and then crossing the foot over the top of that left leg. We can always extend the bottom leg out once again. And we find that length through the spine. Inhale, reaching the right arm up. Exhale, spiral it behind. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, either hugging the knee or draw elbow across. Inhale, we gather. Exhale, we rotate. And stay with that breath connection. Really use it to move into this space. Let's take 3 more breaths. One more. Good. Inhale, bring your gaze back to center. Exhale, de-rotate, a little counter twist over to the other side. Inhale and exhale, come back to center. We're just going to start to unravel our legs. Give them a little shake out. Bend the knees, shuffle forwards. Make sure there's lots of space behind. We either ground down through the toes, arms reach forward, lower with control, or we float our legs up into Navasana. Reach those arms forwards. Let's lower with control for 10. Breathing for 9. Lowering for 8. 7. Breathing for 6. Nearly there for 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Release. Hug your knees in. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Have a little rock from side to side. Good. Just pausing. Place both feet on the floor here. Feet about hip width apart. Ankles underneath your knees. Hands by the hips, palms down. Inhale, start to tuck the tailbone under. Exhale, we engage through the glutes to lift the hips, lower, middle, and upper back off the earth. When we reach the top, we could either stay here or shuffle shoulder blades together and interlace the fingers behind the back. Press your feet down, press your arms down. And then really press down through the big toe edge of the foot to keep those thighs squeezing. Take 3 more breaths. One more. Inhale, releasing the hands. And then exhale, slowly lowering all the way down. Take a moment, shuffle your feet so they're mat width apart. Knock your knees into center. Just allowing the body to pause. Feel the heartbeat. Slow the breath. And then let's inhale, drop the knees over to the right. Exhale up to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale to center. Just drop them over to the right. Just let them pause there for a moment. Just a little spinal twist. Take 3 breaths. Last one. And then inhale, draw the legs to center. And exhale, we drop them over to the left. Again, just holding and pausing. 3 breaths. Inhale, draw the legs to center. And then exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Going to find full happy baby. So open your knees out. Flex your feet, lift the heels up. Maybe grabbing backs of thighs. Above the ankles. Big toes or outer blades of the feet. Sink your knees down, sink your tailbone down. Sink those shoulders down. You could stay in stillness, or you could have a little sway here. Take 3 last breaths. One more. Good. Inhale to release. Exhale to hug your knees in. Give yourself a final squeeze. And we're finding Shavasana, so our final relaxation. You might place the feet to the floor, let the knees knock in center. You might start to lengthen out your legs, maybe arms opening to the sides, or maybe connecting your hands to your body. So just finding this lovely space of rest so that you can really allow the body to absorb the effects of the practice. The body, the mind, the energy, all benefits from it. So getting any last little wriggles and shuffles out of the way, that when you feel ready to, you can take a long, lovely inhale. And as you exhale, just release, let go. Enjoy these last few moments of stillness. Start by taking a lovely long breath in and then a releasing breath out. And then allowing the breath to flow steadily through the body once again. As you draw in prana, as you draw in life force, start to feel that energy flowing all the way down to the fingers, to the toes. So that when you feel ready, you can give them a little wriggle. You might sway your head from side to side. Maybe there is a full body stretch. And then we start to draw the knees to the chest, give ourselves a nice big squeeze, nice big hug. And we can roll off to one side of the body and keep the eyes soft or closed as you press your way into a comfortable seat on your mat. Bringing your hands together into prayer at the heart. Take a moment as we drop into this space of stillness to just notice how you're feeling in your body, in your mind, with your breath as a whole. The idea behind this practice was really about release and letting go. And we hold so much tension around the hips. Sometimes actually you can be in quite a hip opening practice and lots of emotions can come up. We store quite a lot in the body. So when we release into these areas that get really, really tight, we can have these powerful shifts, these powerful releases. And the idea of this release is that tomorrow we are entering into the astrological new year. So we enter into Aries and it signifies this new beginning. So we release, we let go, we shed whatever is heavy, whatever is stagnant, what no longer serves us, so that we can start this new year. And really, as we move into the spring equinox as well, it's all starting off with these sort of fresh new beginnings, really. So what can we let go of so that we have space and capacity to allow the new to enter? So let's start to really tap into that. Let's take a long, full inhale. And then as you exhale, what are you releasing? What are you shedding? Let's do that one more time. Breathe it in. And let it go. Connecting back to your breath and drawing your intention for your practice back into the mind's eye. Perhaps it's an intention you can take with you as you step off your mat. And as always, thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice. Hari Om Tat Sat.